Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Welcome to Sudden Death. And this is a new action film starring Michael Jai White about a former military man who works as a security guard at a basketball arena, and there's a famous billionaire entrepreneur, there's the mayor, there's the governor, all come into this game, and of course terrorists take over because basically, this is Sudden Death, starring Jean-Claude Van Damme, except this one doesn't make sense. That film takes place at a hockey game, which has sudden death. Basketball games do not have sudden death, nor does this game go to overtime. It's like a buzzer beater, like free throw. I'm just like, sorry to spoil that part of the film, which really doesn't have a whole lot to do with the actual plot, but first off, title doesn't make any sense. Then you get into the film. This film looks like it has the production value of a sitcom. So it's very bright, just not a whole lot of inspired anything in terms of technical aspects of the film. And then you have the tone that's set around this film that's really, really, really inconsistent. Because you'll have moments where it gets brutally violent, where it's just like out of nowhere, it's just like gunning down innocent people, but only very rarely is there actual blood. And you'll shoot somebody and no blood at all, and a hanging shot on this person is just no, nothing there, except then you'll have a certain shot that looks like somebody poured red goo all over the floor. And it's very inconsistent in how it portrays violence, and it's also tonally inconsistent because this film feels super, super serious, but it feels staged like you're supposed to be having fun with it, but you're not. This isn't like Die Hard where you have a quippy lead character that brings some humor to the film, even though it's still a violent, serious film, except it's a bit tongue-in-cheek. And guess what? They bring up Die Hard in this because there's a comic relief character played by Gary Owen who is just like a janitor at this place. And he's like, this is like Die Hard. Haven't you ever seen Die Hard? It's like, yippee-ki-yay. And the main character, super serious because he's so serious in this film, is just like, you're talking about a movie. This is real life. And I'm just like, but is it? And kind of stuff like that, and the comic relief character, everything is so cliched, what he says, and so obnoxious, it's not funny. And then you have, the only charming character in this whole entire film is, this, Jesse, who's the main character, brings his kids to this game. His daughter's really sassy and fun, and I enjoyed her a lot. But, basically any other character that was supposed to be humorous anyway, this really rich woman who's at this, who's, just for the sake of the review, she's, an Oprah type, and she's dating a rapper, and he's supposed to be, saying all these, I guess, supposed to be funny lines, but they're not. And then you have an overly serious villain played by Michael Eklund, who just comes off flat. Because, a film like Die Hard, Hans Gruber has a lot of charm to him. He's an interesting villain. Not in this movie. And, of course, because Michael Jai White is a martial artist as well, and there's a couple of scenes that are staged to show off his martial arts, and they're cool because he really knows what he's doing and can choreograph that, but, how it's shot and how it's edited together is either, one, how it's shot is not interesting at all, and how it's edited is way too many cuts, throwing off the film and the action and the momentum of the scenes. In the end, Sudden Death plays out exactly how you expect it would. He even takes his shirt off at one point in this climactic battle, and it's just you see his abs and his pecs and everything, and just okay, I guess we need to do that shot in this movie. And everything feels so derivative. You've seen this movie plenty of times before, but so much more fun with a cheesiness. A movie like Sudden Death is very 90s, very hammy. It has Jean-Claude Van Damme in it. This film doesn't capture that fun and just tries to be way too serious. And Welcome to Sudden Death, honestly, in the end, is a very forgettable, just kind of throwaway film. If you enjoy just turning your brain off and enjoying a action movie, it's on Netflix. It's an hour and 20 minutes, so it's not a huge investment, but I didn't feel like I got much out of this film. But those are my thoughts on Welcome to Sudden Death. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.